Right, so welcome to another exciting episode with your host, Moon25, on the show A Dummies Guide 2. And today we're looking at how to repair a starter motor on a Subaru Legacy GTB Twin Turbo EJ20. And basically, I've already done most of this today. But I'm just going to run through a couple of bits just so that because I've seen a couple of reviews on a couple of videos on this, and they weren't that great. And I'm hoping this will help you guys out a lot if you guys are planning to do this yourself. That you can actually see how this is actually done properly. Alright, so as you can tell, there's something missing. It's basically the air filter that comes in from the top, the air feed for the engine. So that's got to be removed. It's quite simple to remove. There's a bolt here that's got to be taken out. There's another bolt here that's got to be taken out, and then you just basically take the filter heads off both sides. This is the front of it. This is how you'd see it on the engine bay, like that. So that's what you take off, and then this just comes out. It still be attached to this inlet here, so just be really careful you don't damage any of this stuff. Then you can actually see where the starter motor goes. The starter motor goes just in this area here. It's normally like here. That's obviously the live for the starter motor, and then this is obviously the ground, and that's the actual switch that goes inside the car. And if your car has any issues with actually starting up properly, and it's clicking but not actually turning over, a lot of people try to change the battery, which is not actually required. Normally it's the actual starter motor, which is this one here. This is the actual one off the car. I had it rebuilt because I did take it out, tested it and everything, and obviously to test the starter motor is quite simple to do. All you do is put the jump leads for a car. You just hot wire it from a battery, connect it to the positive, and then just stick it on any part to make the actual thing turn over, and it will actually make it switch on, and you can actually test your starter motor that way to see if it's actually got a problem or whatever. But most garages will be able to check it for you with a battery voltage checker. They'll be able to do it from their system and tell you, oh yeah, it's this, or it's that, or it's the alternator. One or the other will be a problem. So if they ever say to use one of these, trust me, it's most likely that. And basically I took this out and it was really, really crap. It was so slow, it's unbelievable. So I took it down to the shop and had them rebuild it for me. They got all the parts for me and everything, and I had that rebuilt. So it looks like brand new, which it basically is really. So we're going to refit that back today, and I'll show you where that slots back in once I've got it in there and bolted in. And literally it's just 2 bolts. It sits like that in the engine, and you'll have one bolt that will go here. Oh, where my finger is. Oh, the thumb's in the way. One bolt goes here. Another bolt goes just there. Goes straight through there, and it sits like this in the engine. So you imagine on top of there, this is going to sit like that, and then everything plugs into it, and that's it pretty much. Once that's done, I will actually show you guys the rebuild back on, and hopefully a start up from the car. Right, so we've temporarily reinserted it back in. I just wanted to show you guys this quickly. Obviously this is the nut that goes into this side, and there's another nut that just rides underneath the starter motor. It's quite hard to see it from here, but it's just there in the corner of the lighting. It's just terrible to see this. And basically all you need in order to do that up, obviously, is a socket, and socket size 14 CRV, and obviously a long adapter. Now a lot of people say you have to get underneath your car to take this off. A lot of the videos showed that, and I actually did that the first time I took this off, but then I realised that with just some small manoeuvrability you can actually do this straight from the top of the engine bay. No need to go underneath your car, and the way you do that, I'm going to show you in a second. You just literally take your wrench torsion bar, and you literally lift this up, and you go in underneath. And me, I always tighten the underneath one, not all the way, just like new enough, just so it's like hand tight. So you just got to slip that into there like that, and then find the bolt, which is just there, all the way down, go straight across, and where that silver bit is, that's where the bolt is, and you literally can tighten it from this, because it's only 2 bolts, so you can tighten it straight from here, and once you've finished, you just do the top one, which will be even easier. And that's pretty much it done, and then I'll just wire it all up, and I'll show you all that when we're done. The second bolt is a little bit hard to put in, I'm not gonna lie, but persist with it, and just keep using your torque wrench with your 14-bit fitment with an extended arm, and you'll be fine. It should go in without any problems. And now we just got to fit the wire up the cables back up to it. Reconnected the earth positive and the relay switch, which is just there, which is obviously contact from the engine bay when you turn your key. And now we just got to put back all the rest of it, and then we can start it up and check if it works. Right, so we're nearly finished with this rebuild of this EJ20 Subaru Legacy 98 GTB import. Everything has gone back as it should. This side here, getting this hose, the inlet hose down, right down there, back into its housing was quite a difficult job. I'm not gonna duck and dive about that. I actually had to get one of my long screwdrivers and bear it into this point here, and actually pull this down in order to get this bolt to be able to situate in the fixing arm there, which was a headache, but we got it back in there anyway. So just got to put the 2 jerry clips that go there, and I'm just going to check through, make sure all the cables and stuff and wiring has gone back exactly where it should be. And obviously the important bits is obviously making sure that this hose here, which you take off when you take off the air filter, and this one here is all connected back in again as it should be. And that's it. Right, so that's the finished article. We've completed the fixing of the starter motor, but we ran into a few little problems on the way, but we managed to get it done either way. So that's how you do a starter motor change on an EJ20 Subaru Legacy GTB twin turbo. I hope this was helpful. If it did, don't forget to hit that like button, helps the channel out a lot, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can get more up-to-date videos on other Dummies Guide 2 that we do in the future. And peace.